Hello, welcome to my channel. What will Naruto do when a Shinto goddess asks him to save their world? Highschool DXD. Part 1. Ugh, I hate diplomacy missions, they always boring, having to listen to old geezers discussing about politics and stuff. It's too, what the word Shiko always use. Oh right, it's too troublesome. A figure said, jumping through the forest in fast pace. The figure is none other than Naruto Uzumaki, hero of the 4th Shinobi War and savior of the world. It's been 1 year since the war and the people of the elemental nation are still recovering from it. Now 18 years old and standing in 177 centimeters tall, Naruto's appearance has drastically changed. His hair that was once spiky and wild is now cropped short with his black leaf headband. His outfit also changes as he now wore black uniform-style jacket with an orange zipper that features several buttons on the waist and sleeves, allowing him to fold up the left sleeve and rear coattails. He wore a red armband with an Uzumaki crest on his left arm with his prosthetic forearm made of Hashirama cells wrapped in bandages in the sleeve, along with black Anbu pants and sandals. Recently he has just finished a diplomacy mission at the Land of Flower. Of course his mission was successful, giving his status as the hero of the 4th Shinobi War. Everyone around the elemental nation respects him. Adults praise him for his heroic bravery in the front line, musicians wrote songs about him, and the children look up to him as an idol. But Naruto started to notice the female population ogling him intensely, having him shiver every time he greet them walking down the road. He even asks Kurama about it, but the Biju always laugh at him, which irritate Naruto to no end. You better get used to it too. If you still want to become Hokage, you'll need to learn how to handle politics and other important matter. A voice said inside his head, causing Naruto to smile widely. It was none other than Kurama, the Kyuubi itself. Ever since the war ended, Naruto and Kurama has developed a strong bond together. They sometimes argue over different matter, but Naruto and Kurama are both brothers, even if Kurama doesn't want to admit. He's such a tsundere that Fox is. You're finally awake, you damn fox. You've been sleeping since I received this mission, and that was 2 weeks ago. Stupid fox, you left me to these old geezers talking non-stop for hours, you bastard. Naruto mentally yelled at his tenant, to which the fox just smirked in return, but his face turned serious. I didn't feel like listening to them and your mission was boring, but, Kurama said seriously, picking up the serious in Kurama voice. Naruto, listen closely. I know you can feel it too, stay alert. Kurama stayed, getting a nod from Naruto as his body started to tense up. While Naruto making his way through the forest with both Naruto and Kurama staying alert for any surprises they might stumble upon. Naruto continues his travel towards Konoha. A bright light appears above Naruto. What's going? Naruto was cut off when the light started to engulf him before disappearing from the area, or should I say world. X-Limbox, the light died down, showing Naruto standing on something. Once the light cleared up, Naruto opens his eyes and saw nothing but endless void around him. Kurama, where the hells are we and what was the light just now? Databio. Naruto yelled out as his voice echoed through the void. Calm down, kid. I think we're in limbo right now, and the light was a transportation technique, but judging from the power that utilizes the technique, I'll say it's not chakra, but holy magic. Naruto looks surprised and confused at this new information. What is magic and why the hell is he in limbo? Did he commit a deadly sin recently? It can't be, he didn't do anything bad except accidentally burn. I knew it. I committed the ultimate sin in the face of mankind, sob. I guess I deserve it, sob. I did something bad, Kurama, something awful. Whaaa. I'm ready to die now. Oh Shinigami-sama, please take this sinner to hell, for I have committed a crime against the gods. Whaaa. Naruto fell down on his hand and knees as he continues to sob from his crimes. Oi kid, what did you do? Did you kill someone? Never mind that. Someone from the heavens must send us here for a reason. Kurama said, calming Naruto down as he starts wiping his snot from his nose. You said something about holy magic. I thought magic was from the fantasy story the parents told their kids back home. Naruto deadpan, though you can hear a hint of sadness in his voice. Kurama could tell his host emotion, so he decided to explain. Well, you idiot. Kurama started ignoring Naruto, shouting for calling him an idiot. Don't be naive, a lot of fantasy and myth that you human like to tell contains some truth. To be honest, I thought Old Man Sage was lying when he said the gods bless him some of their powers. So there's another story about the Old Man Sage. I thought his power was originally from his mother Kaguya that got from the god tree, Shinju. Naruto said, remember the history of Shinju and Kaguya. Very good, you're not all that dumb after all. Kurama commented, getting a pout from Naruto. It's true, the old man got his power from his mother that got it from Shinju. When the old man created us, he told us that he met 2 gods during his travel around the world spreading ninshu. Those gods told Old Man Sage that they are the gods of Shinto, the way of Kami, and came to bless him with a piece of their power. Kurama was about to continue, but Naruto interrupted him. Wait, so you're telling me that those 2 gods blessed the old man with their power? Why the hell would they do that, and where did they come from? He asked. If you didn't interrupt me you would know now, would you, idiot? Kurama roared in his head before calming down a bit. Apparently the Shinto gods has a lot of influence in this world and many others. Also the Shinigami is also one of these Shinto gods. Anyway, the goddess of the two gods has a vision about, child of the prophecy, as in you and your Uchiha friend, who will help bring peace in the world. You know the rest of the prophecy already, so I'll cut to the chase. The two gods' names are, Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun and universe, she's also the ruler of the heavens. Susanoo is the god of sea and storm and also Amaterasu brother. Kurama explaining. Wait a damn minute, those are the name of the techniques that Sasuke uses. How come he gets the power of Shinto gods and I didn't? That's so unfair, I mean come on, why he gets the cool stuff? Naruto started complaining, causing Kurama to roll his eyes. Shut up, Kurama roared, making Naruto shut up not before flipping the giant fox off. I don't know why the Uchiha got both power from the gods, but that doesn't matter now, you're still stronger than him. Kurama smirked. Of course the fox was telling the truth too. The reason why Naruto always struggling fighting Sasuke was because he wasn't trying to kill his first best friend but to stop. You're talking about power-wise, then Naruto still got the upper hand as he still got the other 8 Biju chakra in him, and with both Kurama yin-yang chakra in him, he's 2 times stronger now. But that's all I know from Old Man Sage. Apparently there are more of them and that those Shintos has influence over different worlds, ours included. If I remember correctly, the old man bases some of our bodies from those Shinto yukai that he told us from the Shinto religion. Of course the Kyuubi aka me is the strongest yukai out there. Best fitting for me, right? Kurama puffed up his chest proudly until he noticed Naruto wasn't paying attention. He was about to shout at him, but another bright light lit up the area, causing Naruto to shielding his eyes. Once the light died down, Naruto opens his eyes but started blushing when he saw a figure standing in a few feet away from him. The figure was a woman, a beautiful woman if you ask Naruto. She have lustrous raven black hair that flows down to her lower back right above her bubble ass. She wears a loose-fitting shrine maiden outfit that shows off her DD cups breast and her light tan luscious creamy legs. Naruto noticed she has 3 whisker mark on each side of her cheeks like his. Her eyes color was golden that holds much power as her pupils were slightly cat-like. The finally thing he noticed was the 2 black fox ears sticking out of her head with 9 white fox tails behind her. Kurama, she has 9 tails behind her, does that make her Kyuubi like you? Naruto mentally asked his tenant, who suddenly became quiet. Naruto didn't get any response from the Kyuubi, so he shows Kurama an image of Guy and Lee in the green spandex. Youth. The 2 teacher and student yell out, giving Kurama the nice guy pose, blinding Kurama with their white teeth. Gah, my eyes. It's burns, make it stop. Kurama wailed out, which Naruto did as the image started to disappear. I'll kill you, Naruto. Kurama roars, causing Naruto to chuckle nervously. Well, you didn't reply and I got a beaut, I mean a pretty lad, I am mean this fine ass I am mean, you know what, someone in front of me databio. Naruto stutter out as his head turned red with steam coming out. Taking a glance at the fox lady, he could see she was looking at him with an amusing expression on her face, making him turn brighter. Inside his head, Kurama began laughing as his giant body began rolling around his mindscape. Shush shush shup, you damn fox. Ha ha t, the kid got a crush, oh this is rich, haha. Kurama continues laughing as Naruto's face started to get hotter. Naruto was about to resort, but a soft melody giggle caught Naruto's ears. Taking a glance at the woman he saw giggling in her hand as her tail moving freely. She caught him looking at her, so she started to walk towards him. Naturally Naruto's body starting to tense up as Kurama, who was done laughing, was now on guard, ready to give his host power if he needed it. When the goddess was right in front of him, she brought her hand up, and Naruto was ready for an attack but was surprised when she gently stroked his birthmark. His birthmark was always a sensitive spot, so he leaned against her soft hand while purring softly, causing her to giggle again. Naruto-kun, her melody voice rang through his ears as he looked slightly down at her. Do you know who I am, Naruto-kun? She asked softly, causing Naruto shaking his head. Giving him a beautiful smile, she leans up to his ear and whispers softly. My name is Inario Kami, goddess of foxes, also goddess of fertility, rice, tea and sake. It's nice to finally meet you, Naruto-kun and Kurama. The mention of Kurama caught Naruto by surprise, but not Kurama. As he was about to ask her how she knew, she pulls him into a tight hug, pulling his face down to her buxom, causing his arms flailing around. Moo. Naruto-kun, please stop moving around so much, you're hot burrito, Inari moaned. Taking advantage of the situation, Naruto grabbed Inari's shoulders and pulling his steamy red face back. Hee kid, although she's a goddess, I'll vote for you to mate her. Do it, hee. Kurama suggested, giving out the familiar pervert giggle, causing Naruto's eyes to twitch. Shut up, Databio. You damn pervert fox, when the hell you became perverted like Kakashi-sensei and Ero Sennin? Naruto mentally shouted out, but was ignored from the fox as he was still giggle. I get bored in here and I went through your memories when you read one of his books. Hehe, you hairless monkey are at least good at one thing, hehe. Kurama shrugged his shoulder and Naruto was about to resort back, but Inari decided to speak up. As amusing as it is on listening young Kurama teasing Naruto-kun, I came here to discuss something important. Her voice sounds serious, so Naruto became serious as well. Though, I don't mind becoming Naruto-kun mate at all. She winked at him, causing him to blush, and Kurama roar in laughter. But I'll introduce myself again. My name is Inari Okami, goddess of foxes, rice, fertility and sake. Name Uzumaki Naruto, the badass ninja in the world and the next Hokage. And my partner Kurama the Kyuubi. Naruto introduced both him and Kurama. Show some respect in front of Lady Inari, you idiot. She's a goddess that could kill you any second, dumbass. Kurama roar in his head. Humph, I respect no one until they earn it from me. Naruto shot back. You idiot, I'll devour you. That's enough, Kurama. I know how Naruto-kun is. The others and I have watch over you since he were born after. Inari said, surprising not only Naruto but Kurama as well. Wait, so you've been watching since I was born? He asked, getting a nod for an answer. Why, I mean why the Shinto gods watching over me would, he asked. Well, there was a lot of reason why, but it's not my place to tell you, but Lady Amaterasu. But one reason was because you were our champion, Naruto-kun, she said, earning a shocked look from both Naruto and Kurama. And you also interested us. So the reason you guys watch over me was because I was some kind of entertainment? Naruto asked in a softly, but if you listen carefully, you could hear how angry he is. You guys think it's interesting watching me struggle in life and how I have to face hardship throughout my life because you think it's interested, huh? He roared out and would have continued if it wasn't for a pair of warm arms holding him tightly and a kiss on the forehead. Naruto-kun, we Shinto gods didn't watch your life for entertainment at all. We were watching you, a lonely little boy who lost his parent during the night of his birth, who endured pain and loneliness throughout your childhood. A child who always gets in trouble so he could be acknowledged by others. Then that little boy turned into a brave little ninja who faces many difficult challenges despite the odds stacked against him. Then we watch our little brave ninja change his ways to protecting his precious people. As we continues watching our little brave ninja, as he went out adventuring around the world saving countries and forging new bonds, times flew by and before we knew it our brave little ninja became our brave champion who has the determination to never give up on his nindo. You, our champion, became the target of a terrorist group that will stop on nothing but to capture you, but yet you didn't waver but became stronger. Our brave champion who dreams the impossible peace in the war-filled world, but yet he never gave up and walked down the road of peace. Then our brave champion fought in the war, he who stand in front of his comrade and lead him to battle, fighting for the future of his world. Soon with the war ended our brave champion has one more fight to attend. Our brave champion pour his heart and soul to save his friend from the darkest path he was about to take that was filled with nothing and despairs. Finally our champion came out on top with the victory that even the heavens roars in happiness. Our champion went through loneliness and suffering, to achieving the impossible peace of happiness. It was you, Uzumaki Naruto, that's the reason why we found you interesting, our brave champion. Inari finishes her story. Naruto, whose face was full of surprise, but she could tell he was happy. I don't know what to say. Really, I'm kind of embarrassed that the Shinto gods took interesting in me and all, but what do you want from me? He asks, and Inari face changed from being lovely to anger then sadden. He was about to ask what happened, but Kurama beat him to the punch. Is something wrong, Lady Inari? Kurama asked politely, which surprised Naruto since the fox was like him who doesn't respect anyone beside old man Sage. Maybe it's because she a goddess of foxes and Kurama is also a fox, so he must respect her and obey her. Naruto, you're a genius. Naruto-kun, we Shinto gods need your help. Inari said seriously, shocking Naruto as Inari continues talking. You see, Naruto-kun, there's one world where we Shinto gods have little influence in and is in great danger. She explained. What do you mean, Inari? What's going on there? Naruto asked, worried. The reason why us Shinto gods has less influence there because this world is where different gods from different pantheon ranging from Muslims, Greeks, Norse, Hindus and much more. But the biggest influence religion that holds mostly all influence is the Christians and their biblical God. But the Judeo-Christian religion was made up by three fractions: angels from the heaven who side with their Lord, fallen angels that fell from grace, and devils who came from hell with the four great Satan as their leader. A great war broke loose as the three fractions fought each others. Many lives was taken from the war, especially innocent people as well who was in the crossfighter. That's awful how the war could cause so many innocent lives from the people who weren't involved in it. Why wasn't the biblical God there to stop this? Naruto clenched his fist in frustration. He was busy fighting the four great Saturns, and the leader of the fallen angels. But the point is, Naruto-kun, the biblical God died along with the four Saturns during the Great War. Shocking Naruto. Gods can be killed. I thought you guys are immortals. We're not immortals, Naruto-kun, would just have long lived, with lifespan to millennia. We can grow olds and weakening when we reach our old age. So how old are you? Naruto asked, only to receive a slap to the back of his head from Inari with mock angry face. What was that for? Naruto yells, pointing an accused finger at Inari. Humph. You don't ask a lady for her age. That's just rude. Inari scolded Naruto, causing him to scratch his head sheepishly. Ha ha, sorry. Naruto laughed nervously while apologizing. Humph, I can forgive you this time. Inari said, causing Naruto to cheer as she continuing her explanation. After the Great War, Hell started to have a civil war between the old Satan fraction and the new Satan fraction. I won't go into detail, but the new fraction won and 4 new Satan was elected. But anyway, the reason why we need your help because something big going to happen in that world, and one of our gods has broken free from his imprisonment and we need your help to stop his revolt. Wait, you want me to fight a god? I'm only human. Sure, I fought the Kyuubi, and Kaguya, and even Madara and Obito when they were 10 Tails Jinchuriki, but I had Sasuke and Team 7 back with me. Naruto tried to explain, causing Inari to frown. It's true you had your comrade with you, but even if you were fighting alone against them, we the gods knew you would still having beating them. Plus you're stronger now, and beside us gods will help you along the way. Inari tried to reassure him. Lady Inari, if I may ask, but what kind of god are we supposed to fight? Kurama asked since he was curious. Naruto nodded his as well since he's also curious. Sighing a bit, Inari began to speak. The god you're supposed to fight is Tsukuyomi, god of the moon. He's an evil god. He's the brother of Amaterasu and Susanoo. If you want more information, you have to speak to Lady Amaterasu, who is currently in the world that we were speaking about. She explained as Naruto began to think it over with his partner. What do you think, Kurama? Should we go? I mean, it's kind of boring here since the war ending at all, and I want to put my training into good use. Naruto mentally asked him partner. Looking at this in an intelligent way, we're going to a world where we know nothing about it, or the danger we'll face. But in your short-minded you wouldn't care and charge right in, so I say we go. Kurama answered, getting chuckle from Naruto. He was about to give his answer to the goddess of foxes before something pops up in his head. Inari, would I be able to return back to the elemental nation when I'm done with my mission? Naruto asked, getting a sad smile from Inari. I'm sorry Naruto-kun, but it's only a one-way trip from here to there or here back the elemental nation. Inari said, getting a horrific look from Naruto. Wait, so I won't see any of my friends again? What about my Dre? Naruto stopped his ranting before coming down, surprising Inari and Kurama. It's true he won't see any of his friends again or his dream to be Hokage in his village. But Naruto stopped and thought of the danger in the other world that could use his help. It clear to him that the world need help. Since Naruto finally achieved peace in his world didn't mean he couldn't bring peace to that world as well. So his choices are his friends or getting involved in something that not related to him. Taking a deep breath, Naruto looked straight in Inari's eyes, making her blush a little when she say how serious and determined he is. I would like to help the Shinto gods, even though I won't be able to see any of my friends again. I know they will understand why I made my choice. He said, getting a smile from Inari. Walking up Naruto, Inari suddenly gave him peck on the lips, making Naruto stumble back with a blushing face. What W was that F for databio? Naruto stuttered out, getting giggle from Inari and a perverted giggle from Kurama. I just gave you my blessing, Naruto-kun. She smiled at him before her smile turned into a seductive one, or were expecting me to add a little tongue. She licked her lips, slowly, getting a shiver from Naruto. But to answer your question, I gave you my blessing to summon foxes as you command. That got Naruto to perks up. Really, so now I can summon foxes now? Sweet. Naruto cheers out. Yes, but your toad contract was voided since my blessing took effect, so you can only summon my kitsune now. She said, getting a nod from Naruto. Sure, he'll miss his toad buddies, but it's only for the best he guess. It's time for you to leave, Naruto-kun. Inari said as a portal opened behind him. Grabbing his hand, she led him in front of the portal. Naruto-kun, when you reach the other world, I want you to head toward Kyoto in Japan. That's where you will find Lady Amaterasu. She will tell you everything you need to know, okay? Giving her a nod, Naruto gave her a thumb up. Don't worry, Xena-chan, leave it to me, databio. He said, getting blush from the goddess for using Chan after her name. Naruto was about to enter the portal when he felt someone grab his hand and turn him around. The next thing he knew was his lips were touching something soft and he could smell a scent of sake. Looking down, he blushed when he Inari giving him a deep kiss. Not knowing what else to do, he grabbed her waist and started kissing her back with the same affection. Feeling him kissing back, Inari slightly opened her mouth to let her tongue through, poking his lips, asking for entrance. She got her answer when his mouth slightly opened, letting her tongue push through into his mouth as she started exploring it. She soon met his tongue as they both began to fight for dominance in Naruto's mouth. It lasted 10 minutes. Since Naruto was inexperienced, Inari won the battle and starts resuming exploring his mouth. 5 minutes later both of them broke the kiss with a satisfying Inari and light-headed blonde hero. Before she could react, Naruto stumbled back through to the portal where Naruto would bring peace and chaos into the world. Kukuku, he's so cute when he's blushes. Kukuku, I can't wait for him to become one of us. Inari started to giggle before flashing away. The underworld is an unusually place. When a human think of hell, they would say where the soul goes to be punished and torture for their sins. Hell would be pictured as a dark world where the sky is pitch dark as the river covered in bloods, not a place where cities or trees would be found. And even devil, who people picture them as evil creatures with horns on their head and tail from behind, not devils that look like human walking around the cities minding their business and whatnot. Yep, hell is an unusually place. For next mansion, Rais Gremory was not a happy young devil. Why, you may ask? Because she was forced into a fate against her will by her family. Despite her protest, her family wouldn't give in, so she made a desperate decision and challenged Raiza in a rating game match. If she wins, her engagement with Raiza will be voided, and if Raiza wins, he would marry her immediately. But despite all the training her peerage and her went through, she fell short on victory when she has to surrender the match to save her precious pawn Issei. Sighing to herself, she gazed at the mirror in front of her. Rais is a beautiful young woman in her late teens with white skin, blue-green eyes and a buxom figure. Her most distinctive feature is her long beautiful crimson hair that reached down to her thighs, with a single strand hair sticking out from the top with loose bangs covering her forehead and side bangs framing her face. She is currently wearing a revealing white dress that show off her upper breast. Her gaze was interrupted when yellow flames lit behind Rais and her maid, and out came Raiza. Rais, my dear, you look lovely in that dress. Raiza commented with a smug smirk, causing Rais growl at him. Come on Rais, that isn't ladylike, is it? His comments earn a glare from Rais this time. Raiza-sama, this area is off limit for men. One of the maids stated. It's fine, I'm the star of the party, and I'm only here to see my sexy wife. Raiza shook off the maid's statement, making his way in front of Rais. I'm not the bride yet, Raiza. Rais snapped at him. And beside, what's up with this dress? It's perfect. It shows the demon world, the bonding between the Gremory and Finek's household. He leans closer to Rais. Beside, it will be easier to take off, for our bonding time. Raiza back off to leave, laughing along the way with Rais glare at his retreating body. I will never do such thing to the likes of you. Rais growled. Raiza just started to laugh harder. But my dear Rais, you will, because you lost and it's your fate to marry me. Raiza spread his arms out and showing off his superiority. Or are you waiting for a hero to show up and save you tonight? It's over Rais, you lose. With that said, his body was surrounding by flames then vanished, leaving Rais alone with her maid. Looking back at the mirror, Rais gave a sad smile. A hero, huh? That would be nice, Rais said, touching the mirror. I could use one right about now. Damn him. Damn that Yakitori, stealing BUCHOU away from US. Issei roar as he repeatedly punches the wall with the rest of the peerage near him. After the match, Grafia personal heal the group so they could attend the ceremony, not before warning them not to do anything that might dishonor the Gremory household. Aiz-san, please stop, your hand is bleeding. Asia panic as she rushes to heal Issei hand. Kiba, you guys, can't we do something to prevent Baku from marrying that bastard? Issei asks the group with a pleading look. We can't do anything or Rais and the Gremory will lose face among the remaining pillar. Akano sadly said, making Issei clench his fist in frustration. We were so close also, if only we had more time. Kiba frown. We lost, Koneko said in her monotone voice. Damn it, Issei roar as he punched the wall one last time, leaving a crack behind. Looking at the scene sadly, Akano couldn't help but blame herself. If only she was stronger, then maybe, just maybe, they would have chance of winning. If maybe she was to use that power, they might have a better chance, even if that power came from that man. Something on your mind, Akano-san? A voice said, causing Akano and the other to look behind him to see Sona Citri, heiress of the Citri clan and also Kuo Academy Student Council President. Ara, it's nothing, Sona-sama. Akano bows slightly to Sona. If you were thinking of the match, I would say you guys rather did an impressive job despite the result in the end. Sona praised the group. If we had more time to prepare, we could have gotten stronger and we would have won. Issei comment, roughly getting a sad smile from Kiba and Akano as Koneko nodded her head. Maybe you're right, but it looks like Rais is in a very tight situation. Do you guys have a backup plan? Sona asks, only to receive a frown for an answer. I see. It's pain me to see Rais like this, please give her my. Sona was interrupted when a giant yellow flames appears in front of the ballroom, showing Raiza standing there. Welcome, all nobles from the honorable household. The Finek's family are honor with your attendance tonight party. Tonight we're here to witness a historic moment in Devil Society. Tonight I, Raiza Finex, and the heiress of the Gremory clan, Rais Gremory, has announced our intention on marrying. Raiza declares through the ballroom. Now without further ado, I present you my queen, Rais Gremory. A red magical seal of the Gremory family appeared next to Raiza, and Rais appeared out of it. Seeing his Baku, Issei attempt to make his way to her but two hands stop him from moving. Looking back, Issei saw a frowning Kiba and sad-eye Koneko holding him in place. Let go Kiba, Koneko-chan, I have to save Baku. Issei hiss out quietly. Getting apologize from the two as Issei struggled to free himself from them. Having enough, Issei started to yell. Buchou. I'm here to save. Issei stopped mid-sentence when he and everyone felt a high-pressure magical power in the room. Everyone felt a light sting when they felt a trace of holy power in it, and before anyone knew it, a huge magic portal appears in midair before disappearing when a silhouette shot down to the floor, making a crater in the progress. The household guards started to surround the crater, preparing for an attack if need to. As the smoke started clearing up, the devils in the room could hear groaning coming from the crater as a figure started to walk out of the smoke. Leaving the crater, the devils saw a tall, lean, handsome young man in his late teens with short blonde hair with blue eyes and whisker-like mark on his cheeks appear in front of them. Naruto Uzumaki looks around the room full of people wearing fancy clothes, but what surprised him was strange dark energy coming off of them. Calling in the natural energy from the world, Naruto started to sweat lightly, so much hatred and bloodlust in this world. It looks like Mother Nature herself is angry at the world for polluting her air and water. The land that once filled with green forest is now replaced by buildings. As a sage, he couldn't help but sadden as how the world has abandoning Mother Nature, and took a mental note to meet her personally. Lucky for him, he could ignore the hatred and bloodlust in his head, thanks to a giant fox in him that was once filled with hatred and bloodlust. Now entering sage mode, he could feel different kind of energy around him. These people have a lot of dark energy in them. These people aren't human, maybe devils, since they hold dark energy. What do you think, Kurama? Naruto mentally asked him partner while taking glances around the room with the guards started to circle on him. He soon narrows his eyes on Ria's group. I have to agree with you, these devils look human in this world. We have to do a lot of research if we want to know about this world and the beings in it. Kurama stated. Looking through his host eyes, he saw Naruto looking at a group of teenagers. Looking at Ria's group, the first person he noticed was a young woman with a breast that could rival or even suppress Tsunade breast. She is about the same age as him, with very long black hair with violet eyes, with her hair tied in a long ponytail reaching all the way down her legs, with two strands sticking out from the top of her head sloping backwards, with an awesome orange ribbon keeping it in place. He could feel her demonic power along with holy power. Now that's interesting. When their eyes met, Naruto saw her giving him a curious look with amusement. But her eyes told everything that Naruto needed to know about her. She went through pain, suffering and loneliness. She's very good at putting up a strong mask, but she couldn't fool Naruto. He knew that she needs someone to depend on to stay by her side and support her along the way, or she'll fall in deep despair. Moving on, the next person of the group, he saw a pretty boy with short blonde hair, grey eyes and a mole under his left eyes. Naruto could sense large amount of negative emotion coming from him. Naruto would look into that. His eyes wandered down to see a small petite girl with white hair and hazel eyes. As the front of her hair have two long bangs going down her shoulders with several loose bangs hanging over her forehead. She has a black cat-shaped hair clip on both sides of her hair. To Naruto's surprise, she got chakra in her, but the weird part is she only has the yin release of the chakra. The chakras in this world only have yin chakra, while the yang is a different source of energy, I presume. Kurama explained. So both yin and yang chakra are separated. Naruto asked him, getting a nod from the Kyuubi. Damn, I want someone as an apprentice too. Naruto pouted, getting an eyes roll from the Kyuubi. You're too stupid to teach anyone, and beside we need to worry about yourself. I can sense powerful energy making its way here soon. I know we could take them, but right now we're in enemy territory, so don't do anything stupid. Naruto nodded his head. He the last two member of Ria's peerage. Kurama, can you feel it? There's a powerful aura coming from that boy left hand, and it's alive as well. Naruto narrows his eyes on Issei. It seemed like he has something sealed inside his body as well. Like a Jinchuriki. Possible that Nun Girl and the pretty boy got something inside him too. Enough looking around, we might have to fight our way out of this one. Kukukuku, let's see how these devils match a Jinchuriki. Naruto smirk when a blonde hair guy walks forward with a piss-off expression on his face. You, how dare you crash this historic event in the Devil Society? Rais yells out, causing Naruto to scratch his head sheepishly. Sorry, Naruto awkwardly apologized, causing everyone to face fault. Before Rais got up and unleashed his flaming wings and was prepared to attack Naruto when a voice interrupted him. Ho ho ho, this turned out to be quite interesting, hasn't it, Graphia? A male voice said. Yes, it has, Sirek-sama. A stoic voice replay. Everyone turn around to see the ruler of the underworld with his queen standing next to a surprise Rias. Lucifer-sama, Ni-sama. Everyone exclaim out while Naruto tense his body. So the high energy was coming from them, huh? I might need an escape route if things get ugly here, though I don't mind fighting. Naruto thought. Well, looks like something interesting shows up. Sirek said, walking towards Naruto with Grafia following behind him as Naruto prepare for any sort of hostility. Relax young man, we aren't going to attack, just to ask some question. He said with a gentle smile. Sensing no lie in his voice, Naruto lowered his guard a little. Okay, but I want some question answer as well, Naruto said, getting a nod from Sirek. Sirek-sama, you mustn't waste your time with this low-life trash of a human boy. I'll say we just kill him and continue on with the party ceremony. Rais suggested, preparing a fireball to kill the human but stop when Sirek put his hand up telling him to stop. Relax Rais-kun, we're not heartless creature anymore, we should welcome our guest with open arms. Sirek cheerfully said with a glint in his eyes. Beside, you wouldn't have hit him. His words left everyone in the room confused before Rais felt a sharp kunai against his throat. Looking behind him, he saw Naruto holding a kunai with his wind affinity against his throat with the second kunai near his ass. Fast, was the thought of every devil in the room beside Sirek and Grafia, who saw his movement as they were very impressed by the human speed. I suggested you don't look down on us, human, or I might give you hemorrhoids. Naruto threatened as he gripped both weapons tighter. Bahahahaha, do it. The silence was broken by a sound of laughter. Glancing at the source of the laughter, Naruto and the devils could see Issei laughing his ass off, while Akano giggled in her hand, Asia got a blush on her face, Kiba just laughed lightly, and Koneko got a small smile on her face. As entertaining as the threat seemed, I think it's time for our questions to be answered, am I right? Sirek said, getting a nod from Naruto as he backed away from Raiza, not before dodging a fireball aiming at him from Raiza. How dare you, a human touching me, a noble high-class devil, I will turn you into ashes. Raiza roars as he sent multiple fireballs the size of basketball. Before it could reach Naruto, an ice wall appeared in front of the incoming fireball and cancel the attack. Raiza-sama, Sirek-sama said to stand down, and I won't hesitate to enforce my king order. Grafia warned as her voice mean pain and suffering. TSK, if the strongest queen said so. Raiza scowled before facing Sirek and slightly bowed to him. I'm sorry for my rude display earlier, Sirek-sama. Raiza said politely. It's fine Raiza-kun, now for the important matter. Sirek waved Raiza off before facing Naruto. The both of them stare at each, sizing each other up. It lasted for a few minutes before Sirek decided to speak first. First let's introduce ourselves, shall we? My name is Sirek Lucifer, formerly known as Sirek Gremory, and the leader of the Four Great Satan. He introduced himself. So he's the new Lucifer that won the civil war against the old Satan faction, huh? I expected him to look older and more, I don't know, strict, disciplined, serious, and have a 20-foot pole stuck up his ass like that Raiza guy back there. Naruto thought. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know that better than anyone else, Kit. Naruto gave a light nod in response. That Sirek guy power is strong, I admit. Judging by his power level, he's stronger than Lady Inari, not as high as ours, but still watch yourself, Naruto. Kurama scowled. I see, well I got to be careful then. Naruto blinked before he remembers something. Speaking of which, earlier you gave Inari a lot of respect, and went so far as to call her Lady Inari, what's up with that? Getting a grunt in return, Kurama responds, I only show her respect because she the goddess of foxes. Even though I'm made all chakra, I'm still a fox in mind. But you have rabbit ears and upper body of a human with thumbs. I do not have rabbit ears, you damn human. Say that one more time and say goodbye to your offspring. It's a joke, hee, yeah, a joke. Anyway, I gotta get back here, Sasaya. Naruto quickly canceled his connection with Kurama. Naruto Uzumaki, the #1 unpredictable badass ninja in the world. Naruto introduced himself, getting a few whisper from the devils around him. Ninja, did the human hit his head while crashing down? Human nowadays will say anything to boost their confidence up. But look how serious he was introducing himself. Naruto eyebrow twitched violently, but kept his calm. While Sirek was examining Naruto over, he could tell the young man was telling the truth as how he reacted to the comments by his fellow devil peers. Sirek-sama, you can't possibly believe him, do you? Raiza-sama roared in laughter with the devils around him. Expect Rias and her peerage along with Sona, Sirek and Grafia. That bastard, making fun of someone when he was introducing himself. He's really a jackass. Issei growled out, while Rias, who was with her peerage during the whole Naruto and Raiza episode, frowned a bit. It seemed the higher nobles are distracted, it's our chance to escape Rias. Akano suggested but didn't get a response from her king. Rias, she said again, getting her king attention. Did you say something, Akano? She honestly asks. Giving a nod, Akano repeated herself. I said it's the best time to escape. Looking at her king, she saw Rias looking at the blonde mystery boy now named Naruto Uzumaki. Are you perhaps interested in this Naruto boy, Rias? Taking her gaze away from Naruto, she looks over at her queen. I would be lying if I said I wasn't. He's a mystery. While he call himself a ninja, I would say he's telling the truth by his voice, and consider his clothing he's wearing and the weapons he pulls out on Rais only add more evidence as he's telling the truth. She explains after analyzing Naruto since he came. But despite all that, he's still mysterious. Giving Rais a nod, she stare at Naruto also. When their eyes met, she a strong-willed person that share the same pain as her. She could see it, the loneliness, suffering, and pain of losing a loved one just like her, but for her she need a pillar to support her, but him, he is the pillar. A strong pillar that everyone leans toward, a pillar that wouldn't budge or crumble. Maybe he's the one that she could lean on. Chakra, Koneko muttered, narrowing her eyes at Naruto. I'll ask the first question, what is a human here doing in the underworld? Sirek asks. I don't know, I just found myself here when I fell through that portal. He replies with a shrug of his shoulder, getting a nod from Sirek. Now it's my turn, what are you planning on doing with me since I'm a human in the underworld? Smiling, Sirek reply, I guess nothing as long you don't threaten the Devil Society. I will let you off, you have my word as a Satan. Reading his emotion, Naruto could tell he speaks the truth, but the same prick interrupts them again. You can't be serious, Sirek-sama, you can't let him leave just like that. Just kill the human and be done with it, Rais said, getting nod from his fellow devils. Maybe you're right. Sirek ponder on the idea, causing Naruto to tense his body again. I guess I can give him task, he announced as everyone's eyes were on him. Naruto Uzumaki, I have a request for you. You can deny it if you want, but please listen to me first. He asks Naruto, who was thinking it over. I can just escape now if I wanted to, but if I can get in this guy good side, I might have a possible ally in the future. You're right, we might need allies if we have to face Tsukuyomi and the danger in this world. So having the devil behind our back is a good idea. Kurama gave his input also. Sure, I got nothing to do right now, so what is it? He lazily asks, as Sirek smiled, cheerful with a glint in his eyes that no one knows beside his queen, who only shook her head. Well, Naruto-kun, getting an raised eye from Naruto for kun part. You see, this party is engagement party to celebrate the engagement of the Rise of Phoenix and my dear little sister Rais Gremory. Rais, please be a dear and introduce yourself. He called out as everyone heard footsteps coming closer, as a redhead girl appear in front of Naruto. Such beautiful crimson hair, Naruto unconsciously muttered, getting Rais to lightly blush with Sirek smirking, and Rais snarling at them. What about me, Naruto-kun? I too have crimson hair, see, Sirek said as Naruto looked at him horrified. What's wrong, Naruto-kun? Getting out of his horrific state, Naruto just mutters something about not interesting with any boy's love or staying in the same room with him alone. Just confused Sirek further. Clearing her throat, Rais gave a light bow. I'm Rais Gremory, heiress to the Gremory clan. She introduces herself proudly, though Naruto could tell she doesn't like being called by it. Naruto could tell she doesn't want people to see her as her family name, but Rais itself, she just liked Konohamaru when he was younger. All she wanted was someone to acknowledge her as Rais and not Rais Gremory, the next heiress. Guess like he has a lot of work to do to help these people out. Giving her a thumb up, he introduces himself again. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, super awesome ninja, nice to meet you. Rais couldn't help but giggle at Naruto antic. Clearing his throat, Sirek continues explaining. You see, Naruto-kun, my family made a marriage contract for Rais and Risa before she was born. But my dear little sister doesn't want to marry him, so she challenges him into a rating game, or you could say a battle, to determine her fate. As you can see, she lost the match. Sirek finished sadly, making Naruto angry, but didn't let it show in the outside. Sirek-sama, what is the meaning of this? Risa demanded as his eyes narrowed. Risa-kun, the rating game was interesting to watch. However, against my little sister who was inexperienced and had half the pieces, it was a bit. Sirek trailed off. Do you complaints about the match? Risa scowled. Not at all, the rating game itself would become meaningless if I did. Besides, considering the circumstance involved this time, my old family would be dishonored. He explains causally. All I wanted is something flashy for my sister engagement party. This is where Naruto-kun comes into play. Raising an eyebrow, Naruto asks, and what do you mean by that? My request is simple really, I ask you if you're willing to fight Risa for next. If you don't, I could let you off right away, but if you agree on the match, I will grant you any wishes you desire if you win, so what do you say? Sirek asks. That's outrageous, Sirek-sama, you want me to fight this trash of a human? Why would I lower myself to do that? Risa demanded as Sirek smirked at him. All I wanted to see is this shinobi versus the legendary immortal bird Phoenix. Sirek announced, making everyone cheers. Besides, it's your chance to dispose of him if you want. Sirek rally up Risa, it works as Risa smirked before giving a blown out laughter. Yes, I like that, I'll have a match with him. So that's his game, huh? Very sneaky, I would say. Wanted to see my power first-handed. I'll play your game for now. Naruto thought before taking a glance at Rais, who doesn't look so happy. Of course she isn't. She's being forced to marry this jackass over here and she lost her chance of getting out the contract. Clearing his throat, Naruto spoke loudly. Before I make a decision, I want to ask Rais a question. He said as Sirek gave him a nod with a smile. Nodding his head in return, Naruto looked over at Rais, who looks confused and curious. Rais, I want to ask you a question, can you answer it honestly? He said seriously, getting a nod from Rais. Of course, what's the question? She asks. Do you really want to marry Raiza? He said, surprising her and everyone except for some. She really doesn't want to marry Raiza, she wants the freedom to marry the man she loves. But what could this human do? She really want to say yes, but thinking as the heiress of the Gremory clan she knows how benefited it is for this marriage. She was about to reply but Naruto stops her, eyes hardened before speaking. Stop, I know what you're thinking and I don't want a false answer. I want the real answer. Stop thinking as Rais Gremory, the heiress of the Gremory clan, and starting thinking about you as Rais. He said softly. Rais was shocked to say the least. Here a human asking her, Rais, on how she feels and not as the heir of the Gremory clan but the true Rais. This was the first time anyone see her as Rais, as herself, and it feels great. What are you saying, human? Of course she'll marry me, Rais is mine, this marriage will close the two households together and increasing the Devil Society's strength with my offspring. Raiza smirked widely, flaring his arms out. Rais was about lash out on him but stopped when she and every devil in the room felt a massive pressure landing on their shoulder. The pressure was so great that Raiza and everyone else fell down on their hands and knees, with Issei and Asia fainting from the overwhelming pressure. Akano was on her hand and knees as well, though if you look at her face closely you could see her breathing heavily with her cheeks reddened with a dazzling look on her face. The M is strong in this one. Koneko and Kiba are having a hard time not to lose consciousness. The ones that aren't affected were Sirek and Grathia, though you could see a single sweat on her face. Rais looked for the source of the pressure and was surprised to see it was coming from Naruto, whose body was surrounded by an orange aura while Naruto glared deadly at the shaking Raiza. You're a scum, you know that. The reason why you're marrying Rais was so you and your family can benefit from her power. While you were talking about Rais as if she was your objects that you own. Naruto snarled as his eyes briefly turned red before turning back to icy cold blue. People like you disgust me, thinking you're all high and mighty, while looking down on people because of their status. But not only that, you treat people like Rais as an object for your own amusement, and that's the thing that pisses me off. Rais is like everyone else in this room that has feeling. Yet she was forced into this stupid marriage just for the benefit of the clan. Lifting up the pressure, he turns to look at Sirek's smiling face with sparkles in his eyes. I have two wishes when I kick this scum ass, he said, pointing at the shaking Raiza who's slowly standing up. First, I want you to cancel this pathetic marriage contract and let Rais live her life as she pleases. I know you have the power to do it. Nodding his head, Sirek said, very well, I will tell mother and father if you win your match. He pauses for a second before continuing. And what would the second wish be? I want access to the devil history books and other supernatural faction history as well. Naruto said bluntly, as Sirek simple raised an eyebrow. And may I ask why you want those books and your reason for it? Sirek suspiciously asks. I have my own reason, though if you must know then I can see no harm done by telling you, but it has to be after my match and in private since I don't want people eavesdropping on us. Gesturing at the devils whose ears dropping on them. I see, then I accept your second request. Sirek said, getting uproar from the surround devils. Sirek-sama, you couldn't possibly let this human know about our history, he might use our weakness against us if he finds out our secret. A random devil shouted out, and other yells out in agreement. Before things get out of hand, Sirek put his hands up, silencing everyone. He already accepted my request, who am I to decline his wishes when I said he could wish for anything? Sirek stated before his eyes narrowed. Or are you saying don't trust my judgment? The devils shook their furiously. Good. Now it's time for us to watch the battle against a human who call himself a ninja against the legendary bird, which will decide the fate of my little sister marriage life, Shinobi versus Phoenix. He announces, getting cheers around the room beside a few. Ha 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 ha, this match will be over before it will even start, I'll burn him into ashes. Raiza mocked at Naruto, who was staring at him with an bored expression. Let's get this over with, I have places to be. Naruto looked at Sirek, who gave him a nod. Well then, I will teleport you two to the arena for your match, may the best man win. He said as two magic seal appeared below them, as Raiza vanished to the arena. Naruto was about to vanish as well before someone stopped Sirek. Ni-sama, please wait a minute, I need a few minutes with Naruto, since he will be fighting on my behalf. She reasoned with Sirek, as the demon lord just gave her a smile. Of course, take as much time you need. Giving her brother a bow, she grabs Naruto by the hand and dragged him off to the side where no one can hear them. Naruto and Rais, they both stood there in an uncomfortable silence, having enough of the uneasy tension in the air. Naruto decided to speak up first. I gotta go fight that jackass, so I'll see you later, he said, nervously scratching his head. Wait, I want to know why, Rais said, getting a confused look from Naruto. Why? What? He asks, getting sigh from Rais. Why did you wish for to cancel the marriage? It has nothing to do with you. It's not like I'm mad or anything, but rather I'm thrilled that I got another chance to cancel this marriage. I'm just curious on why would you do that? We don't know each other at all. Naruto just sighed a bit before looking straight in Ria's eyes as she met his stare. They both stare at each other for a second before Naruto spoke up. I had a friend who sprouted out nonsense about fate this and fate that. He said, thinking back in the Chunin exam when he faced Neji, may his soul enjoy his everlasting freedom. He believes fate was decided for people when they are born, and no matter what people do they will never escape the destiny. He saw Rais, who was listening to his story, frown a bit. You use the word, had, don't tell me he's dead. Rais gasped when she saw Naruto gave a sad smile. I'm sorry, she apologized, to which Naruto waved it off. It's fine, he died protecting me and I'm really grateful and I would live my life 2 times the fullest for his sake as well. Naruto said, getting a smile from Rais. Beside, he was about to break out of his cage and can finally fly freely. Naruto trailed off. That's a good way to put it. Please continue your story, Naruto-kun. There's nothing much to say, Rais, just that I fought Neji and convinced him that, if a failure like me could change my destiny, then a genius like him can also. Someone clear their throat, making both teenagers looks up to see Grafia. Naruto-san, I suggest you meet Rais-sama in the arena, the nobles are growing impatient. She said, getting a nod from Naruto. Okay, I'll be right there, he said as Grafia nodded and walked back to her king, as Naruto looked back at Rais, who was frowning. I have to go and remove the 20-foot pole from his ass. Wait, are you sure you can win this? My future depends on this fight, I just don't to marry that bastard Riser. She said, feeling a hand on her head, to which it belonged to Naruto. Rais, I need you to trust me, even though we just met, I need you to believe in me to get you out of this contract. He smiles at her and Rais couldn't help but to trust him. For some reason his presence gave off an aura that tell her everything will be fine and let him take care of it, and to put her faith in this man hand. Well, I'm off, wish me luck, Rais, he said, walking towards Sirek and Grafia. I'll believe in you this time, so kick his ass, Naruto-kun. Rais shouted out to the retreating form of Naruto. A red magic seal appeared under him as Naruto turned around and gave Rais the nice guy's pose. Kicking ass is what I do best. Beside, hero always arrive in the last minute to save the princess. Naruto smirked before he vanishes to the arena. As a magical screen appear around the room showing Riser and Naruto standing across from each other. A hero, huh? Rais smile, making her way to her peerage to watch the match together. It was time for the shinobi to face a phoenix. The first thing Naruto noticed was the arena was about the same size of the Chunin exam stadium back in Konoha. Across from him, Naruto saw Riser looking towards him with that smug smirk of his. The same smug smirk he saw throughout his life, before he wipes it away with a Rasengan. How should I approach this? Naruto pondered in thought. You could always end him with your Rasen Shuriken or my Bijudama Kukukuku. Yep, I vote for the Bijudama, Kurama suggests eagerly. Naruto just sweat dropped at his partner. No, that would show the devils our power. They might think of us as a threat and kill us on the spot, so we'll just have play with this jackass a bit. Kukukuku. Naruto sadistic smirks. So we're going to humiliate him in front of everybody? Kurama asks, though his answer was his host's smirk grew wider. Oh yeah, and I know the perfect way. Kukukuku. Alright, the match between the shinobi and the phoenix will commence if both sides are ready. Both fighters nodded their head. Well then, let the match begins. Sirek announced as magical screen appear above them. This match is over. Prepare to die, human. Riser shouted, bringing out his flaming wings and charging at Naruto. Naruto for his part just reached for his ninja pouch behind his waist, rumbling through his pouch he pulled out a book. But not just any book, it's his only and favorite book, Tales of a Gutsy Ninja, and began reading it, not paying attention to the incoming flaming chicken. With Rais and others, what's he doing? That bastard is heading straight for him and he's reading a book. Issei shouted, pointing at the screen. Maybe he has a strategy up his sleeve. Kiba laughed nervously. Rais, this could be bad. Naruto isn't moving or showing any sign of defending, he'll die, and it's all over. Akano looked nervously at Rais, who looked calm and unfazed. Ara, does Baku trust Naruto that much for you to not be slightly worried? Your future depends on this match after all. Taking her gaze off the match, she looks at her peerage. I don't know, to be honest, but somehow after our talk I can't help but put my faith in him. She pauses before looking back at the screen as Rais getting closer to our blonde hero. I should be worried about this match, but yet I'm not. It's strange, isn't it? A stranger that crash out of nowhere and then fighting for my future. All I can do is watch and hope for the best. She finish, as the rest of the peerage was silent. Come on, you whisker bastard, kick that yakitori ass, and save Baku. Issei shouted out at the screen only to wince when Rais grabbed his ears. I hope you win, Naruto-kun, Rais thought. Back with Naruto. Rais was flying in fast, gathering his flames in his hands. Rais unleashes an enormous fireball towards Naruto, who's reading his book. Looking up from his book, Naruto deadpanned at the directly attack. Who the hell rush in, head first without knowing their enemy? Rais must be an idiot or arrogant. Haha, you shouldn't be talking, you used to do that, hell you still rush in head first, idiot. Kurama snicker at his host. Shut up, Kurama. I rush in to test my enemy and prepare for the worst, not like this guy who's being arrogant with his power. Naruto pouted. Sensing the attack coming near, Naruto broke his connection with Kurama and looked up in time for the fireball to make contact. I told you, didn't I? You'll burn into ashes. Human trash, like you couldn't even match me. Rais finecks bahahaha. Rais laughs, watches his flame consumes Naruto. Rais and the others, no. Rais mutter quietly, she just witnessed Rais attack hit Naruto directly. No one can come out of the flames unscratched or for some alive. She was about to give up hope, but her guts keep telling her it isn't over yet, so right now she doesn't know what to believe, her eyes that just witnessed Rais burning Naruto, or her gut that's telling her it isn't over yet. Baku, that bastard just killed that Naruto guy, we should leave now while everyone is distracted. Issei suggested, though he did feel bad for Naruto, but right now he has to help Rais escape from the party. I don't know, she replies, making her peerage looks at her surprise. Rais, you don't think Naruto survived that attack, do you? For us devils the attack would injure us, but for a human, he couldn't have survived the blast. Akano said. Rais was about to reply, but a familiar voice beat her to it. Haha, don't underestimate Naruto-kun. Sirek walks up to Rais and her peerage with Graphia right behind him. What do you mean, Lucifer-sama? Kiba question, but Sirek just merely smile at them. I wouldn't have picked him if he wasn't strong, just cause he's human you shouldn't underestimate him, especially Naruto-kun. What's so special about Naruto-kun, Ni-sama? Rais asked. For a human his power is powerful. If I would have taken a wild guess, his skill and power alone could take on an ultimate class devil, but if he tap into the other power source in him, I have no doubt in my mind he could take me on in my true form and comes up on top. Sirek said, serious, surprising everyone. Wait, you're telling me this guy has the power to fight a Satan and might actually win? Issei asked and got a nod from Sirek. So he's basically a god-like human. Yes, Aiz-kun, but not just a Satan he could take on, but perhaps gods from different pantheons as well. Sirek replies, shocking everyone around him. Ni-sama, could he be a demigod? We did feel traces of holy power coming off him when he landed here. Rais asks. No, he's 100% human from the aura he's giving off. Chakra, everyone turned to look at Koneko in surprise. He has chakra. How do you know this, Koneko-chan? Kiba asked. I can feel it, his chakra is heavy and, it feels warm. She muttered the last part to herself, but the other caught it with their enhanced hearing. A human that could use chakra, interesting. Sirek ponder on that. Buchou-san, look. Asia pointed at the screen. Back with Naruto. Ha ha ha, it's over. Rais laughs, though he was confused when no one's announced his winning yet. Don't turn around, a voice said behind him. Not heeding the warning, Rais turned around and got his face smacked with something hard, causing him to fly and crashes into the arena wall. Picking himself off the wall, Rais looks up to see Naruto standing where he was, reading his book with an bored expression. I told you not to turn around, but did you listen to me? No, so you got bitch slapped with my awesome book. Naruto calmly replied, though in his head he was laughing his ass off. How could you survive my flames? You should have been burned into ashes. Rais shot back up on his feet with an enraged expression on his face. Raising a single eyebrow, Naruto just pointed where the flames were as a burnt log lay on the ground. You didn't burn me, you burnt a log. Congrats though, we established that you can't aim Kukuku. Naruto mocked Rais, whose face was red from rage before his whole body was covered in flames. You dare mock me, a high-class noble, die and know your place, trash. Rais shouted and fired multiple fireballs towards Naruto, who easily dodged the incoming fireball while reading his book with the same bored expression on his face, which pissed Rais to no end. Die, 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 die. Rais saw red. How dare this human look at him with that look on his face, him a high-class devil, unforgivable. Rais continuously firing his fireballs at Naruto. The smoke rising where Naruto used to stand covering the area where Rai's attack hits. Rai's was panting a bit, he never used so much power before and his mind couldn't register the amount he has used up. Ha, 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 serve you right human, Rai's said in between breath and he watches the smoke clear up. But was shocked when he was expected Naruto to be on the ground burnt and dead, but found another log in his place. What? Where is he? Show youself. Rai's yells out. Lesson number 1: Never let your enemy get behind you, a voice said behind Rais, who turned around but was too late as he saw Naruto crouching on the ground with his index and middle fingers pressed together in tiger hand seal. His eyes were closed as any ominous energy coming off of him. His eyes snapped open and his face was shadowed and his eyes have stars in them. Ninpo, Konohagaku's secret finger jutsu, 1000 years of death, with a mighty roar that shook the heavens itself. Naruto shoved his chakra-enhanced fingers right into Rai's ass as time stopped around them. Rai's face went from rage into horror, then pain and pleasure. Before Rai's sailed across the arena with a bloody scream that was heard throughout the underworld. Naruto whirled. Kakashi was sitting behind his desk in the Hokage Tower giggling while reading his orange book. He stopped and got up and walked towards the window that shows Konohagaku, shedding a single tear. I don't understand, but I'm proud of you, Naruto, Kakashi said before resume reading his Aika book. Rais and the others silence. No one said anything when Naruto shoved his finger up Rai's ass. Wahahahahahaha, except for Issei, who was laughing his ass off, following by others. He shoved his finger up Rai's ass, ha ha ha. Issei cried, laughing. Kukukuku, that was unexpected, though I wonder if he's willing to try it on me. Akano said, making Rais shake her head at her queen nature. No, Akano, I forbid you for asking him that. That could be a deadly technique for all we know, Rais said firmly. Ara, it may seem that way, or do you want him doing that to you only? Akano teased her kings. Rais just huffed and turned back to watch the match, though you could see a hint of red on her cheeks. Ara. Naruto and Rais, I made you proud, Kakashi-sensei. Ah. It feels good when someone else received it beside me. Naruto shed a single tear of where Rais landed. He could see Rais shakily standing up holding his ass. How should I embarrass him further? I'll wing it. Why how dare you do that to me? I'll kill you, I'll fucking piss on your ashes when I am done. Rais shouted, though he still's a bit shacking up from the last attack. Oi, stop lying, I know you like something up your ass, so don't try to covering it up. Naruto shouted back. Rais didn't reply. He yells out in rage and fly towards Naruto. He didn't get far when he felt pain at his stomach before flying back from the punch. Trying to maneuver himself in midair, he saw another Naruto above him that deliver an axe kick to his chest, making his body fly to the ground with the Naruto clone falling behind. Another clone puff up in existence on the ground before jumping up at Rais. With Rais between both clones, the clones created a Rasengan for each of them and deliver it in Rais' stomach and back. Rasengan, both clones called drilling their Rasengan in Rais, causing him to scream out in pain as his body crashed at the ground. Standing in front of Rais, Naruto and his 3 clones looked down at Rais, who once again stood up as his wound starting to heal him. Ha ha ha, you can't hurt me, I'm a phoenix, our family has the power of the legendary bird, we're immortal. Rais rose again, laughing at Naruto. So, you're telling me that physical wounds would just heal up? Naruto asks. That's right, we're immortals, nothing can kill us, Rais boasted, as Naruto and his clones looked at each other before facing Rais, with each of them having a shit-eating grin on their faces. So, you phoenix body are immortal, one of Naruto clones said. But mentally you're not, so. Another one of his clone trailed off, making Rais pale when Naruto started a Rasen Shuriken in his hand. He could feel enormous energy coming from it with a trace of holy power. Wait, don't you understand that this marriage is important to us devils in the future? A human like you who having nothing to do with us shouldn't interfere in our affair. Rais tried to reason with Naruto. I don't give a shit about the whole devil's race shit, Rais. Marriage isn't supposed to be for the benefit of anything beside the happiness between the people that fell in love with each other. If you and the other devils couldn't understand, then I'll make you. Rasen Shuriken. Naruto threw the Rasen Shuriken at the screaming Rais. As the Rasen Shuriken made contact with Rais, the orb expanded up to 40-meter radius, showing a windy dome reaching the top of the arena. That's stronger than I thought it would be, Naruto thought as the dome disappeared, leaving a 40-meter crater with Rais laying in the middle, all bloody with multiple scratches on him. Yep, stronger than before. Rais Phoenix is unable to battle. The winner is Naruto Uzumaki the shinobi. Sirek announces as 2 magic seal appear underneath both Rais and him before flashing the 2 away. Unknown location. A shadowy figure could be seen sitting on a throne as the room was dark as night, and behind the throne was a large glass window as the moon was covered by the clouds. So my sister really did bring him here after all, the figure said, watching the match between Rais and Naruto. Not surprising, those foolish devils couldn't match against him anyway. He replays the match over again, and again, until he paused it, showing Naruto face, making the figure sneer. Him. I will make him pay. I will make you fall in depth of darkness for stealing her attention away from me. Why would she be interested in you, a mere mortal over me? I will make them pay. I will kill you and my other foolish brother and I would be with her forever, and become the ruler of the heavens. The figure said before firing a silver magic blast at the screen, causing it to shatter. Kukuku, it's fatal, my dear sister. I have once again awoken from my slumber. The whole world will fall in the pit of darkness and we could be together at last, my Amaterasu. The figure laughed heartily as the moon peeked out from behind the clouds, shining down in the room. Slowly but surely, the light from the moon reveals the figure sitting on the throne. The figure turns out to be a handsome man in his mid-20s, with smooth long sliver hair reaching down his back, with the both sides of his bangs reach to his shoulder and several bangs cover his forehead. His face is calm, as his red eyes glow in the darkness. He's currently wearing a military-style uniform, which consists of a silver ankle-length overcoat with gold trimmings on the chest, sleeve cuffs and neck guard. He wears silver trousers, with knee-length black buckled boots and white gloves. His uniform has a mall half-mantle hanging off his shoulder emblazoned with a moon crescent. 07 Ghost Iron Army military uniform but in silver. Behind him stood one of the three great spear, Tenbogiri, also known as the dragonfly cutting spear. The spear is white double-edged spear. One of the spearhead has long leaf-shaped blade that is meant for thrusting, while the other hand of spear is shaped as a moon crescent with the both side of the metal meant for cutting, though the old thing about it is the dark aura surrounding it. On the bottom of the throne lay a sleeping silver kitsune, but the mostly noticeable thing about it was its 9 tails waving around lazily. It's almost time to put my plan into action, isn't that right, Mitsuki? Tsukuyomi asks the silver kitsune on the bottom, who just yawned and opens its eyes, showing a pair of glowing slit blue eyes. I don't care. As long I'm the strongest Kyuubi alive, I don't care what you do, Suki. The now silver Kyuubi named Mitsuki yawned before looking where the magic screen uses to be. As long you promise me strength, our deal stays. I wouldn't lose to anyone, not to that fake Kyuubi inside that boy body, and especially not losing to her. Mitsuki snarled at the end of the sentence. Tsukuyomi just smiled, not a pleasant smile but a sinister one. But of course, my plan will soon come into play. Let's us test our enemy, shall we? Haha. Tsuki laughed as the moon lit the entire room and in front of his throne, showing hundreds of oni of different shapes and sizes kneeling before him. All hail Tsukuyumi-sama. The Oni cheers ballroom. The first thing Naruto noticed when he appears back in the ballroom was silence. He looked around and saw the other devils became wary of him. Though he could see Rais and her group was happy along with Sirek, Graphia just gave a small smile. Ah, I'm back. He scratches his head sheepishly, though his instinct kicked in and caught an incoming redhead princess. Whoa Rais, what's up? He asked. Nothing, I'm just happy that I'm out of the marriage contract, thanks to you, she smiled happily, causing Naruto to scratch his cheeks nervously with a slight blush when he felt her breast pressing on his chest. Though he did feel a lot of negative emotion aiming at him, looking around he saw a brown hair boy crying while glaring at him with a blonde hair girl comforting him. Weird, he thought before looking down at Rais. Rais, can you let go of me? I have to talk to your brother. Naruto said, though she let go of her hug but latched onto his arm and escort him to her brother. Her breast, damn it, Ero-senin must be laughing his ass off now. I know I am right now, bawahahaha. Kurama laughs, his host always finds himself in this kind of situation. What a next, another god and a Kyuubi. Shut up, we have to explain to Rais' brother about our situation. Naruto thought, getting a nod from Kurama. You're right, we have to meet up with Amaterasu at Kyoto soon. Naruto was about to reply back but was interrupted when he felt Rais tug on his arm. Looking down he saw her looking at him a little annoyed. Raising an eyebrow from her expression, Naruto said, sorry Rais, I was deep in thought. Causing her to pout. I said, why do you need to talk to Nisama for? Rais asked, making Naruto thinks if he should tell her or not. I can't tell you because it's very important and it's better if only the Saturns knows so chaos won't spread around. Naruto said, he shivered when he saw her glaring at him. Why are you angry for? He asks, only for Rais to huff and turn her head away from him. Is this girl bipolar or something? She keep changing her mood. Naruto-kun, I would like to congrats you on your win against Riser. Sirek, congrats Naruto. Thanks, but we need to talk in private, it's really important. Naruto said. Sirek simply smiled and lead the way with Graphia following behind. Naruto was about to follow him but a tight grip held him back. Looking down he saw Rais still holding onto him. Rais, I need to go, can you please let go of my arm? Only if we can talk in private after your meeting with my brother. She stayed, getting a nod from Naruto. Good. I'll be waiting, Naruto-kun. She whispered the last part in Naruto's ear, making him shiver. Walking away, Naruto couldn't help but stare at Rais' retreating ass as it swayed left and right. Damn, pull yourself together Naruto, you have an important mission, it's not the time to think like that. Naruto smacked himself on the face repeatedly before headed to Sirek and Grafia. Nonsense. I say we take her to an empty room and rock her devil world kukuku. Kurama suggested between giggles, making Naruto bright red. Shut up, why you arrow fox tea, that's, ugh, stop showing me pictures of it. Naruto mentally yell as steam pour out of his ears. Naruto-kun, are you alright? Sirek asks worried, when he saw Naruto face turn bright red with steam coming off of him. Why yeah, I just have a headache. Naruto wave off his worried, though he did chuckle when he heard Kurama roar about being called a headache. Okay if you say so, so what do you need to talk about? He asked, as Naruto started to become serious. First, I would like to say I'm from a whole different world where we human have chakra. He said, surprising the two. Second, I've come here because I was asked by the Shinto gods to find a rogue Shinto god by the name of Tsukuyomi and to help stop the danger that's about to happen here in this world. Naruto explaining, shocking the two. What do you mean great danger, Naruto-san? Grafia asks. Please no san, just call me Naruto, and I don't know, but I have to meet with Amaterasu in Kyoto to find out what it is. Naruto said, shocking the two again. Lady Amaterasu, then it must be serious if she's and the Shinto gods are worried about it then. Sirek said. You know Amaterasu? Naruto asks, getting a shaking head for an answer. No, I don't know her. The Shinto gods are neutral in the world affair, and wouldn't show themselves to the other supernatural being unless they are forced to or if someone trespassed in their territory. Lady Amaterasu let us devils occupy some territories in Japan where my sister and other devils reside in. The Shintos even let other fraction move in their territories, as in fallen angels and angels, with some condition of course. Sirek explained, causing Naruto to raise an eyebrow with this new information. What kind of condition did she make then? I can't remember some of them, but I remember one though. On one condition was not to destroy or enter any Shinto shrines without permission, though of course one has to break the rules. Sirek shiver at the memories long time ago. Who broken the rules then? Naruto asks curiously, when he saw Sirek shiver. He was Indra, kings of the gods and lord of heaven in Hindu mythology. I don't know the full story, you have to ask Lady Amaterasu, but I heard that Indra barged into Japan and challenged Lady Amaterasu for the title, ruler of the heavens, though Amaterasu just ignore him. Anger from being ignored, Indra killed one of Amaterasu's shrine maiden. When Amaterasu got words of it, she was furious. She came down from Takamagahara, plane of the high heaven, and well, let's just say every god from different pantheons acknowledged Lady Amaterasu as the ruler of the heaven. Sirek explained sheepishly. What happened to Indra? He's still alive and still rule over the Hindu mythology, but he refused to tell us anything and threaten anyone who would bring it up. Naruto just pouted, he didn't get to hear what happened in the fight. So tell me, Naruto-kun, what other reason are you here for? Sirek asks, surprising Naruto a bit. You see, the world where I came from was a war-torn world. Where war is continuously, the never-ending cycle of hatred keeps growing and the peace is impossible. You see, my dreams was to achieve the impossible peace. It wasn't my dream at first but my sensei dream. Before he died in the hand of his former student, he entrusted me his dream, and before I knew it, I too seek true peace. Naruto sighed before continuing, to people who said peace is impossible, they haven't truly walked down the path like I have. Walking down the path of peace, I lost some of my precious people along the way. People sacrificed themselves for me to end the cycle hatred, and to honor the death I couldn't waver. Even if I did, I know my friends will stir me back into the right path. The bonds is the answer to ending the cycle of hatred. If everyone could forge the bonds between one another, we could understand each other feeling. Naruto looked at Sirek in the eyes. You ask me the other reason why I'm here, right? Sirek merely nodded, waiting for an answer. That's simple, I'm here to help end the cycle of hatred in this world and replace it with the impossible peace. I'm sure one day the three fractions would end their hatred with one another and start working together on facing a common enemy. And maybe, just maybe, along the way bonds could be forged between the three fractions. Naruto said seriously, and Sirek could see it in his eyes, a veteran warrior who went through a lot in life, someone who never gave up on his belief and pushed himself until he collapsed and then later stand right back up. He could see it in this human. No, Naruto Uzumaki really did achieve peace in his world, and if what he said is true, he could also achieve peace in this world also. Sirek began to chuckle a little bit, surprising Grafia and Naruto. Sirek-sama, is something funny? Grafia asks. She was truly touched by Naruto's words right now. A child so young went through a lot just for the people around him could achieve happiness. Seeing the both of them looking at him, Sirek composed himself. No, nothing funny, though Naruto-kun, your words truly touch me. Sirek said, making Naruto scratch the back of his head sheepishly. Like you, I too want peace for my devils. I don't want to see my son or sister to go through what Grafia and I had in the Devil Civil War. I want my people to move into the next era where we devils could live in peace and not go back to the old ways. So Naruto Uzumaki, I Sirek Lucifer felt touched at your speech and would like you to know you have my full support in the matter. Sirek's smile widened when he saw not lonely Naruto but Grafia mouth drop with eyes widen on what they just heard. So you're telling me, Naruto trail off before Sirek continues for him. That's right, we devils got your back if the danger comes. I will discuss this with the other Saturns but I know they will agree with me. Sirek chuckled when he saw Naruto jump around in joy. Sirek-sama, do you think it's wise for us devils to get involved with the Shintos and with Naruto? Grafia asks, but Sirek just smile at her. The Shinto doesn't have any reason to be in this world since they are the only pantheons that has influence in many other worlds. For them to come here and brought their champion along means something big going to happening and I have a bad feeling that my Ryutan and her peerage would be involved in it. Beside this, Naruto will play a huge role in this world. I see, Grafia said, as the two noticed Naruto walking up to them. So, can I study your history books now since I need a better grasp in this world? Naruto asked, getting a chuckle from Sirek. Of course, follow me. As the ruler of the underworld I have access to various kind of books, you can help yourself. Sirek activate a magic seal beneath the three of them. We're headed off a good start, I got to kick a prick ass, and now I have devils for ally. Naruto thought. True, but I feel like the hard part is just beginning. Kurama said, as Naruto nodded. Then let's show the world what we're made of, partner. Ugh, need space, too many people, wait, is this guy drooling on my shoulder? Our blonde hero thought as we find him currently on a train heading to Kyoto. Sitting to his right was a man in his mid-40s with a business suit reading a newspaper, while on his left we find a fat man drooling on his shoulder with a half-eating sandwich in the guy's hand. I'll kill this bastard, I swear to God, I'll make his death look like an accident. Kukuku, look like you're having fun. Kurama comment, earning him a glare from Naruto as he enters his mindscape. Fuck you, the freaking train is crowded and a guy drooling on my shoulder with a half-eaten sandwich in his hand, having fun is the last thing I'm experiencing. Naruto snap, as Kurama just laugh at his host misfortunate. Ah, it never gets bored with you Naruto, kind of glad that I stay with you. Naruto perks up hearing this. Oh, I love you too buddy. Naruto said, Kurama just rolled his eyes but didn't say anything. Nothing interesting happening, so I'm going to back to sleep. Wake me up when something happens. Kurama said. Sure thing Kurama. Kurama lied down and closed his eyes as he drifted asleep, as Naruto left his mindscape. Returning to reality, Naruto watched the scenario out of the window as the train passed by it. It has only been a day since he enters this world, and he already stick his nose on devil affairs, got new friends, and got the devils as an ally and learning about the history of every religions and beings in this world. He wants to fight some gods or better yet he want to meet Great Red. Little be known about Naruto, as a person who follow the path of peace, doesn't mean he wasn't looking for a good fight. Though he isn't stupid enough to fight someone or something that he has no chance of winning, nah he still fight them anyway. Last night in the underworld where Sirek brought him to his personal library, Naruto pale at the size of it, it was at least 2 times the size of Konoha library. Though with the use of shadow clones, Naruto was able to obtain all the information in one night, though the headache didn't help one bit after. With the information he had gathered, the energy coming from the brown hair boy left hand was a scared gear. Apparently the biblical god created him to enact miracles for human, he also created Longinus, which are able to destroy gods. Upon reading this, Naruto frowned at it. True, it's useful if the supernatural are out of control and human need something to protect themselves with. But what happen if those scared gear or Longinus falls into the wrong hand? Shaking his head from that thought, Naruto thought about Kyoto. Kyoto is ruled by Yasaka, a Kyuubi and leader of the Kyoto Yukai fraction. Learning about it made Naruto and Kurama wonder how many Kyuubi was in this world. Since Kyoto is ruled by the Yukai, Sirek couldn't teleport him there, so Grafia helped him catch a train instead. Reaching into his pocket, Naruto pulls out a piece of paper, and on it was a magic seal that Sirek gave to him this morning. Flashback, it was 6 in the morning and Naruto has stayed over last night in the Lucifer Castle. Naruto is currently having a hangover from the knowledge he had learned the night before. Rubbing his temple, Naruto winced when he heard his name being called. Good morning Naruto-kun, I hope you slept well last night. Sirek cheerfully said, walking down the stair with his wife Grafia behind him. Yeah, it was good beside the headache. Naruto mutter. Do you require any medicine for your headache Naruto? Grafia asked, only for Naruto to wave her off. It will go away, to many knowledge I've learned last night. Getting a nod from the two since he told them the shadow clone ability. Sirek, you said you'll help me get to Kyoto somehow, how exactly am I getting there? By train of course. Sirek beam and Naruto deadpanned, Grafia going to help you get to the train station that lead to Kyoto in the human world and all you need to do it ride the train there and since Lady Amaterasu is there the Yukai fraction will welcome you. Thinking it over, it was the fastest way there, he could travel there but he doesn't know where it isn't a Naruto embarrassment he couldn't read a map right, it will take at least 2 hours ride with a single stop to get to Kyoto by train, but giving Naruto a map to Kyoto will take a day or so. The diplomacy mission to the land of flower that Naruto finished before coming here supposed to take 2 days to get there from Konohagakure, but Naruto took 3.5 days. No one knows about this, since Naruto didn't tell anyone. Yeah that's fine, Naruto mutter. Well then, we should be off. Sirek-sama I will be back in a few minutes, please don't do anything that you aren't supposed to do, or I'll have to punish you. Grafia warned causing not only Sirek to shiver but Naruto as well. Do I make myself clear? Aye ma'am. Sirek and Naruto stutter out. Let us be on our way Naruto. Grafia said as she prepares a teleportation seal under her. Naruto about to walk towards her but a hand grip his shoulder making him turn around to see Sirek smiling at him while holding out a piece of people. Here Naruto-kun take this. Sirek hand Naruto the paper. This paper can be used to teleport to me if you ever needed it. Thanks Sirek, Naruto smile at him while the both of them give each other a bro hug. No problem, replied Sirek as his face turns from joyful to seriousness. Can I ask you a favor Naruto-kun? Yeah sure, what do you need? It's about my sister and her peerage, you see as you said a great danger will be upon us, all I'm asking is for you to protect my sister and her peerage if that time comes. Sirek said getting Naruto to nod his head since he likes spending time with Rais. I'll protect them with my life, that's a promise of a lifetime data bio. Naruto said, but I will not fight their battle. If they want to grow stronger, like Rais wants, they will have to face the danger themselves. Sirek just smiled and brought his hand out. Looking at his hand Naruto smiled and brought his hand out as well, grabbing each other hand in firm grip, they just smile at each other, no more word a need to be said between the two. Letting go of his hand first, Naruto walks over to Grafia, who was waiting patiently for him. Standing beside her he gave Sirek a nod, to which he got one in return before Grafia and him teleported away. Flashback ends smiling at the memory this morning, Naruto couldn't but smile. He's been here under 24 hours and he already forges some bonds. The first bond Naruto forged was none other than Sirek himself. Naruto noticed Sirek has a laid-back personality. Naruto can tell Sirek also caring towards others and prefer to talk over fighting. Naruto also noticed that Sirek is also a Sisuke since he shows Naruto Rais baby pictures. Closing his eyes he let out a soft chuckle. The other bonds Naruto had created that night was Sirek little sister Rais Gremory. Naruto find Rais confusing and beautiful, confusing because she would be happy and joyful then when he says something she would look angry or ignore him for 5 minutes before resume talking to him. He doesn't know if it Rais or a girl then. To Naruto, he likes her crimson hair. Sure Sirek has the same hair but he's a guy, he wouldn't tell a guy that he has beautiful crimson hair that's plan creepy. But her crimson hair was indeed beautiful, now he understand why his father loves his mother red hair so much, it's in the genes. The other thing he likes about Rais is her personality. She's kind, soft, loyal and caring when she talks about her peerage. She acts mature like proper lady but sometimes she will act her age when she became frustrated. Chuckling nervously, he remembers when Rais and him had to escape the devil army from Lilith, the capital city of the Satan territory after a certain incident that Naruto found himself in. The growing bonds of Naruto and Rais started when Rais barged into her brother library room where Naruto and his clones grew up in. Flashback Naruto and his clones are currently reading through the books in the library, but something keeping bugging him for a while now. He can't remember it but he's supposed to do something after his conversation with Sirek. I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember, now what was I supposed to do? He was cut off by the door from the entrance was annihilate and standing in the entrance was none other than Rais, who looks very angry. Ah. Now I remember what I was supposed to do, crap she's looks angry. Damn right I'm angry, you stood me up. Rais said getting a few chuckle from the Naruto clones. Rais looked around the room for the first time and she saw at least 20 Narutos reading a different kind of book. So I take it making clones of yourself are one of your abilities. Yep. These guys are my shadow clones, they are solid and whenever the clones learn will transfer back to me when they dispel. Neat isn't? Naruto grinned at Rais, who looked impressed by his abilities. So Rais, since you're here and all, what do you want to talk about? He asks nervously, the last things he wants to face a female wrath. Very, she replied before glaring at Naruto, walking up to him since he's the original who's been talking to her. Naruto started to sweat when Rais was in front of him, she grabbed his arm and dragged him out of the room. Yes, we need to talk Naruto-kun, while we walk. She said getting shrug from Naruto. Okay, hold on, he said as he turns his head back to his clone. Make sure to read every single book about this world, he shouted back, getting groans around the room. Leaving the library, Naruto and Rias are walking down the Lucifer Castle hallway with Rias clutching on his arm between her buxom, causing Naruto to look straight with a blush. Rias, can you let go of my arm? No. This is your punishment for not meeting up with me after my brother conversation. Beside, are you saying you're not comfortable, Naruto-kun? She whispers softly in his ear, making Naruto face brighten, while Rias rubs his arm between her breast. And no, it feels nice, I don't mind, Naruto stuttered as he could hear Kurama laughing in his head. Good. Now shall we get down to business, Naruto-kun? Rias asked, getting a nod from Naruto. The first thing is that I want to thank you again for saving me from marrying to Rais. She smiles brightly at Naruto, who sheepishly rubs his head. No problem, Rias, I already told you I can't stand around doing nothing when someone needs my help. He replies, getting a smile from Rias. You're truly a kind Naruto-kun, but I came to offer you something. She said as they both stop in the middle of a garden somehow. Naruto-kun, I would like you to join my peerage. She looks into eyes, which were wide. Naruto for his part was surprised. Rias offer him to be in her peerage, which will turn him into a devil. He read about the evil peace system. They were created by a Duke Beelzebub, one of the 4 Saturns. The peace can turn human into devils and make them become servant for their king. It also help repopulate the devil race. Naruto could understand that, but becoming a servant. No one own Naruto Uzumaki. Though looking at the pro and con of becoming a devil, he could see it benefit him by giving him extra strength and speed, well, depend on his peace of course. But the con is his weakness against holy power. If he faces angels or fallen angel, they already know his weakness. Plus he's already stronger than any other devil, so becoming one won't change much but give him wings, long lifespan and a weakness that every fraction knows about. Making up his decision, he looks at Rias. Thank you, Rias, I appreciate your offer, he said, as Rias brightened up, but Naruto put his hand up. But I have to decline it. His last sentence surprised and saddened Rias. I'm sorry, I don't hate devils or anything, but becoming one won't benefit me at all. I'm already stronger than a rook, faster than a knight, and I'm more powerful than a king or a queen. Naruto grinned, thumping his chest. It's fine, it was worth a shot though. Rias smiled sadly, but blinked in surprise when a hand patted her head. Like I said, I have no interest in becoming a devil doesn't mean I couldn't be your friends, right? If you need me, just contact me and I'll come, Naruto said to Rias. Smiling a bit, Rias gave Naruto the stare, which scared Naruto for a second before her eyes soften. I can live with that, but that doesn't mean I'll stop persuading you, Naruto-kun. Rias lightly punched Naruto's arm, making him chuckle. You can try, but I won't give in. He stuck his tongue out, with Rias doing the same as the two laughed together. Now then, since we're friends, let's get to know each other, for instance, likes, dislikes, hobbies, and dreams. He said, getting Rias to nod her head. Alright, why don't you start off, Rias? Alright, my likes are. Flashback ends. Smiling at the memories, Naruto noticed the train came to a stop in a station before reaching Kyoto. Watching as the people started to pile out, Naruto noticed the fat man still sleeping on him. Having enough of this, he suddenly stood up and walked out of the train, leaving a sleeping man lying across the seat. It feels good to finally have some space. Walking around aimlessly, he has about 10 minutes until the train starting to depart to Kyoto, giving Naruto enough time to stretch his limbs. Walking for a while, Naruto found himself in a field surrounded by trees, since the train station is on the countryside. Making his way to the middle of the field, Naruto looked around the trees. Come out, there's no point in hiding, I sense you since I got off the train. He shouted. Not even a minute later, Naruto found himself surrounded by Onis, at least 10 of them. Naruto noticed the Oni around him are at least 2 feet taller than him, looking like an ogre with sharp-ass claws, wild hair and 2 long horns growing from their heads. They are all humanoid, wearing tiger skin loincloths and wielding a kanabo. What caught Naruto's eyes are 2 of the Oni are taller than the rest, at least foot taller than the others. One of them has the skin color of silver with a kanji, Gint silver, on his forehead, while the other has the skin color of golden with a kanji, Kint gold, on his forehead as well. Look who we have here, boys. If it isn't the blonde kid Tsukuyomi-sama mentioned us about, isn't that right, Gintoki? The golden skin Oni asked. Haha, you're right, Gintoki, he's the one, all right. The silver skin Oni named Gintoki laughed with the rest of the Oni. So you guys working for Tsukuyomi, huh? That's perfect. Take me to your leader, Naruto demand, getting the Oni around him laughs louder. Stupid boy, our boss doesn't want to see you, he wants you dead. Gintoki smirk as the rest of the Oni start closing in on him. TCH, worth a shot. Sorry, I would like to play with you guys, but I have to meet someone in Kyoto, so I won't be going easy on you. Naruto eyes narrow as he crack his knuckles. Get him, Gintoki and Kintoki shouted as all of them start charging at Naruto beside the Kin and Jin brothers. "Too slow," Naruto muttered before dashing to the closest one while pulling 2 kunais out. The Oni raised the kanabo above his head and brought it down at Naruto, expect him to crush it. Naruto could see the swing from a mile away, so he effortlessly dodged it, and jumped in front of the Oni and brought both arms down, intended to slash the Oni. But to his surprise, his kunais broke on contact against the skin. Avoiding a hand that tries to catch him, Naruto kicked the Oni chest, making it stumble back while doing a backflip in midair before landing on the ground. These guys are way too slow, even civilian back home can outrun these guys. But their skins are hard, since their bodies aren't meant for speed. I'll say they made up for it from strength and durability. I'll hold out on Sage mode for now since my strength could match theirs. Guess I'll find a different approach. Naruto was interrupted when he was forced to dive away from 3 kanabo aiming for his back. Looking up, he saw 3 new Oni in front of him and a huge crater under them where he used to stand. Looking around his surrounded, he finds 3 Oni in front of him with the 4th one charging at him from behind. With the other 4 Oni making their way over to aid these guys, and the Jin and Kin brothers are just watching. Coming up with a strategy, Naruto put his hand into a familiar hand sign. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, 8 clones pop up behind Naruto. Knowing their role, the clones went to do their jobs. 3 clones will fend off the 3 Oni in front of him while the other 4 will stall or kill the last 4. The last clone ran towards the forest, leaving Naruto with the one who's still charging behind him. Turning to face his opponent, Naruto decided to end this fast, pulling out another set of kunais. Naruto apply wind chakra into them, making the kunais into a wind short sword. Dashing toward the Oni, Naruto dodged another slow swing from the kanabo. Naruto dashed for the Oni legs before slicing both of his knees, making the Oni grimace in pain as he kneeled forward since he couldn't feel his legs. Trying to stand up, the Oni looks up and saw Naruto standing in front of him with his wind-enhanced kunai cocked back behind him ready for the stab. "Sorry, but I'm in a hurry, no hard feelings," Naruto said, thrusting his kunai forward as the wind around it pieces the Oni head, killing it with a single blow. Pulling the winded kunai out, Naruto got the memories of his clones. After killing the other 8 Onis, his clones tried to kill the Jin and Kin brothers, but was killed instantly. Guess like those 2 are better fighter than these guys. Sensing something shooting straight at him, Naruto jumped away from his spot, right on time too, since where he used to stand was crushed and a crater took its place. When the smoke soon let up, a large kanabo was in the center. "Ho ho ho, you're pretty good human, for defeating our men and dodging my kanabo," Gintoki said as he and his brother Kintoki walks in the middle of the crater picking up his kanabo. "But you can't beat us with the strongest, ha ha ha," Gintoki gloated. "Enough Gintoki, Tsukuyomi-sama warns us about his abilities, we have to kill him quickly," Kintoki said, but Gintoki didn't pay attention as he just rushes ahead. "Ah crap, I got 5 minutes left before the train depart, come on you bastard, bring it." Naruto prepare his wind-enhanced kunais in both hand and rush at Gintoki. The silver Oni brought his kanabo down at Naruto, who just sidestepped out of the way and was about to stab him, but Gintoki didn't fall for the same move like his men did so with fast reflexes. Gintoki swung his kanabo from the ground and aiming at Naruto temple. Out of instincts, Naruto maneuver his body to take less damage. With both arm cross over his chest, Gintoki kanabo hit Naruto arms, causing Naruto flying across the field where Kintoki was waiting for him with his kanabo raised above his head. "Die human," both Gintoki and Kintoki shouted together, as Kintoki brought his kanabo smashing Naruto down on the ground, causing a 5-meter crater to appear as smoke filled the area. "Good job brother, Tsukuyomi-sama will reward us greatly when we tell him we kill the human." Gintoki patted his brother in the shoulder. The 2 was about to leave, but Kintoki was having trouble pulling his kanabo from the smoky crater. "What's wrong brother, having trouble?" "My kanabo got stuck, help me out will you?" Kintoki asked, as Gintoki moved to help his brother as the 2 tried to pull the kanabo out. "You know, that attack might have put me in a coma for a month if it hit my directly databio," a voice said inside the smoke, surprising the 2. Suddenly a wind-enhanced kunai came out of the smoke and pierced through Kintoki's right shoulder, leaving a hole behind. The sudden attack made Kintoki let go of his kanabo, with Gintoki rushing to his brother. "Brother, are you alright?" Gintoki asked his brother, as Kintoki grimaced in pain. "Of course not, I got a hole through my shoulder," Kintoki yells. The 2 brothers heard footsteps coming closer from the crater. Soon they saw a silhouette walking out of the smoke, showing Naruto standing there unscratched, holding the kanabo in one hand. But the noticeable thing about him was his yellow toad-like eyes with orange pigmentation around his eyes. "How did you survive? No one should survive that hit." "Meh. I still wouldn't die from that hit anyway. But if you must know, this is my Sage mode," Naruto said. "Sage? Who cares, give me back my kanabo, human," Kintoki shouted out, getting Naruto to raise an eyebrow before looking at the weapon in his hand, before crushing it in half with one hand, shocking the 2. "Oops, sorry, like I said I need to get going, so this will be over in a flash." With that said, Naruto dashed forward to the brothers in high speed, leaving a crater behind. Naruto was soon upon him, and Gintoki swing his kanabo at Naruto head, while Kintoki aim a punch at Naruto face. Not even worrying about the incoming attack aiming for his head by Gintoki, Naruto intercept Kintoki punch with his own. All three attacks made contact at their respective target and the result was brutally. Gintoki kanabo shatter into pieces when it made contact with Naruto head, and Kintoki arm broke when it made contact with Naruto fist while sending the golden Oni flying across the field from the force behind Naruto punch. Not wasting any time, Naruto round kicked Gintoki face, making him fly the opposite direction from his brother as the two brother lay on the destroyed field. Wow, my training really did pay off, since I haven't used much senjutsu on these two. Naruto comment before he saw one of the two owners got up. It was none other than Kintoki, who looked like shit, with his broken left arm and a hole through his right shoulder. I'll make you pay, human, I'll devour you. Kintoki roar, making the ground shake as he runs towards Naruto. Sighing to himself, Naruto opened his right palm and a blue orbs appears. Rushing to Kintoki, Naruto thrust his blue orbs at the Oni's stomach. Rasengan, Naruto shouted as the Rasengan made contact with Kintoki. With senjutsu in the Rasengan, the attack caused more damage than it should as Kintoki howled in pain as his stomach is being grinding. Before he knows it, he was sent flying across the field once again as his body lay motionless. Stretching a bit from a nice warm-up, Naruto created 9 clones to destroy the bodies, as Naruto made his way over to Gintoki. Walking up to the Silver Oni, Naruto saw him unconscious and decided to send him to Inari. Tying the giant Oni up with ninja wire, Naruto pulls out an empty scroll and seal the Oni in it. Biting on his thumb to draw blood, he began going through hand sign. Kuchio's no jutsu, Naruto slammed him palm on the ground and a puff of smoke appear. Waiting for the smoke to clear, Naruto saw blue fur kitsune with 2 tails looking around before its eyes land on Naruto. Ah, Naruto-sama, it's a pleasure to meet you. Lady Inari told us all about you. My name is Yuri, I'm a messenger that travels from heaven to earth, and how may I help you, Naruto-sama? Yuri asks curiously as she saw Naruto hand her a scroll. Hi there, Yuri-chan, I was wondering if you could give this to Ina-chan for me, telling her I ran into a group of owners and Tsukuyomi is their boss. Naruto said, getting a nod from Yuri, who took the scroll with one of her tails before disappearing in a flash. Standing up, Naruto got the memories from clones, they burn all the bodies and hid the evidence. Looking at his watch he got from Sirek, he cried when he only got 30 seconds left before the train leaves. Cancelling his sage mode, he ran back to the train station. Fighting off 10 onus in his second day in this world within 10 minutes. Naruto can tell he has a lot of work to do if he wants to achieve peace in this world. Naruto, Kurama growl in Naruto head, making him sweat lightly. Now he has to explain everything to Kurama now,